Have you ever met someone who's just not behaving very nice? Maybe they say something rude or do something rude or hurt your feelings. Well, it happened to me recently, and I want to share with you 3 steps that you can take, or 3 things to think about when someone says something or does something that hurts you. And the first and the most important is that hurt people hurt people. I don't know many people that intentionally wake up every morning. I really don't know anybody that wakes up in the morning and says, I can't wait to piss off some people today. That's just not what happens. If we are rude or hurtful, it's typically, or if somebody is, it's typically because that person is hurting, right? And we've all probably at times behaved in a way that we might not have even been aware affected the person the way it did. And it's usually when someone doesn't feel good about themselves and has low self-esteem, or something has happened in their own personal or professional life to throw them off course. And it's typically coming from a place of hurt. So that's the first. The second is that you have an emotional bank account. You have a certain number or a certain amount of emotional, physical, cognitive, mental, psychological energy that you can use on any given day. And once it's gone, you have to take time to recover it. And that's where sleep and mindfulness and exercise and diet and all those things come in. But once that energy is spent for the day, it's gone. And you've probably experienced this when you've had the longest day and somebody asks you what's for dinner, and you think, if I have to make one more decision, I'm going to lose my mind. So do you want to waste your energy on that? It's not in your control. You can't change the person. You can certainly communicate with them. You can have clear boundaries. You can let them know how you prefer to be treated, but you can't control them. So do you want to spend your limited amount of energy on something you can't control and someone else? And the third thing is, are you trying to be right or get it right? Now, this one's hard for me, and I think most people, because our ego gets in the way, or we know that we're not in the wrong. But sometimes that doesn't matter. What is your goal? And is what you're doing getting you closer to reaching it? I recently had someone say something that hurt my feelings. And yes, I could have snapped back. I could have argued back. I probably wanted to, quite honestly. But that wasn't getting it right. In that situation, getting it right meant making sure that the relationship stayed at least sustainable. And sometimes when we are in the heat of emotion, we do or say things that we don't mean and that aren't beneficial or are not going to get us any closer to our long-term goal. So if you're dealing with a situation like that right now, or you have somebody that hurts your feelings, remember, 1, hurt people hurt people. 2, don't spend your energy on things you can't control. It's just a waste of energy and mental bandwidth that you cannot get back. And 3, focus on getting it right. Sometimes it's not about you. It's not always about us. What does getting it right look like? So I hope this helps. Let me know what you do in situations to deal with people who are hurtful. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm very excited about an upcoming project I can't wait to tell you about. But make sure you subscribe to Ann Grady Group on social and on YouTube to get more info.